YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back looking for another online battle in Total War Warhammer 2. Let's be Greenskins. Haven't played them in a while. Oh, he picked Greenskins too. I really don't want a Greenskins versus Greenskin. I'll pick Dawi. Here we go. It's a ridge map. Definitely don't want to rush a ridge against Greenskins. Bloody Hands is an interesting pick. I mean, is he really wanting to use their legendary lord? I don't know. Let's have a little fun here. Goblobber for range. Let's bring this cannon. A couple of units of Trollhammer torpedo. And now we're going to need lots of defenses for the flanks. Let's get front line of Dawi. Let's get Thorgrim. .55-meter radius. And then let's runesmith this thing. Okay. And that leaves me, so my front line is very, very weak. We won't need the cannon, I think, if we have the troll hammers, so let's back that out. Let's get some warriors of Dragonfire Pass. And maybe a couple of Longbeards. So we have some good sturdy unit. We don't have any armor-piercing infantry, but what we do have is 2 runesmiths, and we have Thorgrim imparting higher attack some of my units, but we are going to lack armor-piercing. So we do have enough range because of the Goblobber. We have anti-monster with the Iron Drakes, if we can keep those monsters out of our Iron Drakes. So we'll see how this works out. If he comes with a lot of cavalry, I could regret this. But you know what? No regrets. Only grudges, folks. Only grudges. That's how the Dawi roll. My runesmiths can slow units down. They're the only thing that can slow units down. Thorgrim is definitely going to be needed to help buff my my lines. I'm thinking about putting some of my stronger units on the flanks, putting my weaker units in the center, but keeping them supported with runesmiths and Thorgrim. Let's do this. So here's a main line. Dwarf warriors with the warriors of Dragonfire Pass right in the center. Thorgrim right behind them. He can support most of the army where he's at, and then we'll have runesmiths spread in. I'm going to kind of put one unit of Slayers here, another one here. I want Longbeards back here just because they're a good, tough unit that's not going to go down easy to like a cavalry charge or something. And I'm going to split up my 2 Iron Drakes. Okay. Pay back every grudge, that's right. Okay, let's start the battle. Oops. Okay, I can't see him, he can't see me. No big surprise, he hasn't come with a flyer with the Greenskins. And I hate sitting back here, I mean, I got artillery, I gotta use it. I don't want to sit too close to those woods in case he deployed something in it. He can't get into these woods. Yeah, let's just sit where we're at. We're okay. We're not going to waste much of our artillery. When his guys come over the ridge, we'll see him. And the Goblobber should be enough to entice him forward. If it's not, then I've underestimated his build. Okay, he's got a unit came into range. Black Orc. So he does have some armor-piercing infantry.
There is no greater authority.
Another unit over here. Savage Boar Boys.
War of vengeance.
Okay, he's got a couple of Savage Boars
The devil's crime.
coming down this flank.
The might of
So I'm going to stay away from these woods there in case he's trying to do something all sneaky on me. Since he's not bringing anything over the hill, I'm going to go ahead and put some shots on his Savage Boars.
long be it. Move now. For the ancestor gods.
He's probably going to hide in the woods there. So that so I can't hit him. That's fair.
War machine ready.
Just keep an eye on our mini-map.
Move off.
Oh, he's going to keep moving. He wants to get all the way in behind me.
Sir.
I don't know. Okay, ignore the boars. He's going to come over the ridge here. Those Crimson Killers are going to be our target.
The clans unite. For the ancestors. Holding ammunition.
Yeah, he's got a lot of Black Orcs. He's got a giant. We're going to need our Trollhammer torpedoes for sure. We've got to handle the boars. If he gets too close to me here, he may end up regretting it. I don't think this is what he wants to do.
Killers. Yes. Scarf. Vengeance. Move now. Slayers. Killers. Nothing can stop us.
Good damage, good damage.
No. Range far, range fast.
And very little damage to my troops over here. I'm okay with that trade. Holy mackerel. We got gobos, people. We got gobos.
Cattle. Cattle. On the way. Ready to strike. Yes, Lord. Plow through. Attack the earth. Move to attack. Slay everything without a beard. Kazook. Rules of smiting upon them. For the ancestors. Aye. Attack.
Okay. Thorgrim, get him back here. He's got a lot of gobos all over me, which is definitely unfortunate, but as long as I can keep my Trollhammers alive, we'll be okay. Why are you guys in melee mode?
Shoot those rottocks.
Must have been an epic misclick by me. Get back here.
Off we go.
Okay, finish these guys off, please. Slayers, you gotta finish these guys off. Trollhammers, more Slayers back here.
Range fast.
Okay. Okay, Trollhammers, take this guy down. Get into combat. Get into combat. Combat.
Yes, yes. Will do. Right.
Okay, pull back from those gobos for just a second.
Axes out. Long beards. Attack the axe.
Ooh, our center got absolutely crushed.
Understood, Lord.
No, 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 no. Just get into my troll hammers. Slayers, need you back here. Yeah, my front line got absolutely smashed. Okay. It's okay, we can still try and pull this together. Hang in there. Hang in there.
Move to attack.
Let's pile it in. Let's pile it in.
Vengeance.
Get out there and get those skulkers.
Find your targets.
Let's break things up. Pull back in. Thorgrim, you're the man.
Hooks. Let's be about this.
Let's just stay away from that giant for a minute. File in on this fight.
Vengeance.
Unload the troll hammers. Avoid the giant. Let's try and hold this group back with minimal effort. Let's get into the Night Gobbo War Boss.
Take him down. Attack. Dwarf warriors.
Dwarf Warriors holding that one up. Get out of there, Runesmith. Just keep yourself alive. There's 2 giants. Something I hadn't noticed previously. Dang it, Runesmith. Come on. Why didn't you get out of there? I've lost both my Runesmiths. That's not good.
The ancestor gods.
Okay, stay in there, Thorgrim.
Shoot the wazards.
Alright. We are in rough shape.
Starve. Slayers. Nothing can
We've got to get something over here to hold this. Very risky to bring Thorgrim into this fight.
obey me.
Come on, bring that giant down. Bring that giant down. Okay, 1 giant down. Actually, he's not down. Bring him down. Bring him down. Bring him down. Back in the fight. That Runesmith's shattered. How come that giant's not dead? Okay. Alright, on the other giant. Or else we certainly won't have a chance. Get back in the fight. Thorgrim, you mean beast. Stay in there. Dwarf Warriors, you can do it. Into this fight. The giant must die. If we're going to have any chance, the giant has to die. Pour our guys into this fight to hold it there. Bring that giant down. It's going to be a desperate fight, but I do think we can finish it. My opponent didn't get to my troll hammer torpedoes, and I think we have the means to finish him by bringing that giant down. It is going to be a hard-fought battle, to be certain. Finish off those black orcs. Take them off the battlefield. Let's get into these guys over here. Thorgrim's taking a beating in that fight. But if we can break, yep, the power bar. There it goes. Power bar's gone. Woo! That was close. Dalby Grudge. That was close. Let's go take a quick look at that replay. That was pretty fun. I liked the attack. That nasty Skulker attack from the forest was brutal. Caught me off guard. It was fun. So thank you, DG 2003, MDigi, whatever you go by there. That was fun. My front line got absolutely hosed. Not a big surprise. Not a big surprise at all. Let's just take a look at that real quick. That was a cool army. That was not what I expected. A lot of anti-armor, a couple of monsters to keep me busy with, and then some boars to work the flanks. I think if his boars had been used a little more patiently, like when he hit me with that side attack from the Skulkers, which this was beautifully placed over here, and I put myself right next to that forest, so this was cool. Like, I kind of like this from my opponent. He's pushing he's pushing in from this flank here. And so it makes me move closer to this forest where I'm like, well, he can't get anything through this forest. I forget about, you know, stock units, and he does exactly that. He has this forest to cover his attack perfectly from this flank. And honestly, like I said, I think if he would have been a little more patient, kept the boars hidden for a while, he comes at me like, so I think his big mistake here was he could have held these skulkers in a very nice position right here until the fight started. Like, just wait. And then as he approaches my front lines, he comes up, he gets an engagement on me, quickly smashes through a couple of my units, while at the same time revealing the skulkers, which forces my infantry to counter, and then he comes in here with the boars, takes out my troll hammers, and then it's GG, one dead heir of Carthage. At least that's my thoughts on how that would have gone down. I think that his attack here was premature, but very well placed, albeit premature. Very well placed. I like it. In some ways, I'm looking back on it here and thinking I am really lucky that I won this battle, because I think that had he played it just slightly different, and he would have had it. So, getting some good hits. This is why I never bring the Crimson Killers. I mean, if you look, these guys just get so wrecked before combat even starts. Again, nice attack. Just wait just a little longer. Your guys were almost here. If this would have been coordinated, I think he could have done it. Yeah, because see how many units I had to move over here to counter him? Slayers will do really good against these Skulkers, but my other units won't. I mean, he's still got pressure on me right here. His 2 units of Skulkers kind of just pulled on through to get to me. So he still got a lot of pressure, and he did kind of keep me busy with the boars over here while all this was going on. I ended up charging him, and then he countercharged me, which gets him a lot of damage here. But that's why I brought the Longbeard unit on the flank, because I knew it'd be harder to break. If I would have put my Longbeards up front, this would have been a Dwarf Warrior, and the Dwarf Warrior would have broken. So, despite the really cool flank attack by the Skulkers, again, I think it's all a bit too early, and his real prime target here was my Trollhammer torpedoes, which got away. Those Trollhammer torpedoes are vicious. Yeah, and if I wouldn't have had the Trollhammer torpedoes, I had no answer to his giants. They would have absolutely clobbered me in melee. Absolutely clobbered me. So fortunately for me, the low leadership of the goblins is my saving grace here. He's going to bring his giants in here, and they just rip through my front line. And then right here, the Crimson Killers just freaking tear a new hole through the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. And those guys are not a slouch unit by any means. Not by any means. Right here, he did keep my Trollhammers busy for a second, and this was pretty clutch. And again, it nearly cost me the battle. Look at this. Just terrifies the front line. So this was the risk to putting my weaker units in the front line, and this also causes my Runesmith to get completely owned here. Yeah, and he got some damage done on the Trollhammers here, but it cost him his boars. His Skulkers still haven't done the key damage here. Thorgrim gets through. This Night Gobbo War Boss probably should have been trying to attack Thorgrim as well, because Thorgrim put a quick beating down on that Gobbo Big Boss. The Giants could have also tried to gone after Thorgrim after they smashed the front line. Let the Black Orcs finish that fight and go after Thorgrim, potentially. I probably should have targeted this giant first, since it was closer to me, rather than trying to take the farther target, but you all saw how long it took me to notice the second giant, which is pretty pathetic scouting on my part. Fortunately, my regrouping stunties are going to do me a big service here. So I think despite having targeted over here, my Trollhammers were still firing in this direction anyway. I don't know, they're all firing over here. Okay, yeah, they're firing over here. This unit may not be, though, because it didn't have the order. There, it got it. Yeah, let's see. These guys do some pretty good damage versus monsters. They have a big hitbox. So the Trollhammer torpedoes are going to be effective versus the giant. Wow. That giant's taking some nasty damage there. This was incredibly close, despite my opponent being a bit premature with his attack. And again, he has a lot of units blobbed in this fight. He just needs to take a couple through and deal with the Trollhammers. And then that leaves this giant free to take care of business. The black orcs would have been too much for my heroes to handle, as would the giants. So I mean, really the Trollhammers here were my only chance. Let's watch them nuking this giant here. Don't get to see Trollhammer torpedoes be successful very often, and they darn near weren't. Darn near weren't. Kill that giant! Kill him! Bring him down! This game is so beautiful. Thorgrim over here. He's paying back the grudges, folks. He is paying back the grudges. The Book of Grudges, covered in the blood of those the grudges are written against. I like how Thorgrim barely even stands up to smack his enemies with his axe. It's like, I don't have to get up. Wow, that was a fun battle. Like I said, kudos to my opponent. It really was fun. I had a good time playing against him. Thank goodness my Slayers were able to ward off all those units on the flanks. They were very clutch for me in this battle. And the durability of the Longbeards on the flanks ended up paying dividends as well. And then, of course, the Goblobber taking down a lot of the Crimson Killers was very important there, too. Like I said, thank you to my opponent. Hope you all enjoyed it. Appreciate MSI sponsoring the channel. I will see you all soon on another Total War Warhammer online battle.